This is a first solo podcast, by the way. Just felt like leaving some thoughts behind for the day. So, my first thought will be smoke good, feel good, think good, and be good. If you're smoking good and you're feeling good, you're gonna have good thoughts and you're gonna be good. You're gonna have a good day, you know? That's basically how we live our life. That's what we're going by. That's the motto we want to go off of. But yeah, man, let's kind of just get into it today. What up? What it do? So, man, I just had some thoughts to leave behind today. Honestly, I'm just gonna kind of be a little honest with you guys with the way I'm thinking today, and just how life is and how it can be better and things like that. Um, So I did write some stuff down. We'll try to keep some things on topic. This won't be the longest podcast, but we'll get some thoughts out there and share with people. Um, just how I feel about life and what's going on in human beings and things out there. So, but basically, like how I kind of wanted to start off was like, life is real difficult out here. Um, Life is very difficult, and it's crazy to me to think that we as human beings make it more difficult. Like why we would choose to make life harder or more difficult for ourselves, more difficult for other people, just more difficult for the planet itself, just making things worse off. And there's a lot of things that go into why people do these kind of actions and why people are, you know, negative, and why people choose to be bad and over good, and why we choose to kind of like hurt ourselves and as such, or hurt other people. It's crazy to think about, why we think, why do we keep doing things that are wrong? Like, why do you, like, what drives a person to continue to do wrong? What state of mind are they in? Are they logically thinking? Do they logically think? Have they been taught to? Do they have the capacity to? There's many variables that go into play why people act the way they do and kind of are. But for the majority of people who have a brain that operates in, you can have, thoughts, you know what I'm saying? I think that we need to start asking ourselves questions and figure out what it is that we really want to do or be. You're only given so much time on this, what we call planet, you know. You only have so much time given to you on planet Earth. And we should be planning to make things good, not bad. Like every motion you should do in life should be for the good. It shouldn't be for the bad, you know. But I think that we don't have specific leaders in roles anymore. The leaders have been taking out these strong people that we look up to, or our politicians, in a sense, like have become the leaders of our country in America, and they're not necessarily strong figures. They're not strong people individually. And for the majority of them, health-wise, you can just kind of see that. And like when you kind of think about it, like why, like certain politicians should have to go through basic tests and training to be able to be in that position. Like you can't be a politician if you unhealthy. Like let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? Like you can't be telling me what to do with my life if you not exuberating shit in your life. So why should we be listening to you? Why should you be making rules for me or people like me if you're not a strong person. You know what I mean? Like, as a politician, you should be a leader, the strongest person in the community, the most healthiest person, making the best decisions, one of the best role models. Not saying you got to be perfect, because nobody is perfect in this world, but in a sense, you should be better than the majority of the people. You should be up first every day. You should be the healthiest person every day. Like, but in a sense, our politicians are not that. You know, they're not the best people. Uh, and I'm trying to figure out, like, where it goes to the credentials of how people can even be in these positions. Like, how are you even a person of power if you are not, you know, a healthy individual, for example? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is the accountability in our communities, or just in general as a person, why we don't hold our own selves accountable? I think it's just because people have accepted the fact that it's okay to suck, or it's okay to be bad, or it's okay to not be good in life. But in a sense, that's like the opposite of what we should be doing as human beings. You know what I mean? Like, as a human, you should be striving to be the best version of yourself as possible every day. Add something to your, you know, your little book, your repertoire of being good or great at whatever it is that you can do. But for some reason, we've gotten to the point where it's okay as humans to be the worst versions of ourselves. Like, nobody holds us accountable, or we don't have the right people around us to hold us accountable for the things that we do. We don't even hold ourselves accountable for the things we do anymore. And it's weird to kind of think about, you know, like, things happen. The things you do today will definitely affect you tomorrow. So if you kind of only get one shot at today, shouldn't we be making it and setting it up in the best way possible for tomorrow? You know, that's just my thought. But I think that we're kind of used to the fact that we don't have to, or we kind of put our lives on other people instead of taking and holding accountability. Like, as a child, you're kind of being cared for by your parents, and so you kind of grow up, you know, not having to be responsible for certain things depending on the lifestyle that you lived. You know, certain households, you know, granted, if you grew up with parents, some people didn't, and they had to, you know, grow up real fast and be responsible quicker than others. So it's like, and in that world, who was holding you accountable to be a great person or the best person, you know? And it's just a bad snowball effect. You know, we don't have a community of people who are trying to literally make everybody great. You know, we just collectively make bad decisions, but not knowing that you really only have to do so much to be good. But it is easy to be bad. And I think that's why people are not, you know, being the best versions of themselves, because it's just so easy to be a bad version. It's not easy to live up to being good or great at doing things every day. So I think people are just used to being bad and sucking and doing things worse every day. And you got to get out of that mindset. I'm not really sure who taught us that, or who or why that is the majority mindset, but we got to wake up, man. We really just got to wake up. We can't be living our lives and making ourselves worse. Like, we should, technically it all starts from, you know, what you put in your body. You gotta have some self-respect for yourself. And I'm not saying every day you gotta have a salad or something like that, but you definitely, if you are making unhealthy eating choices and unhealthy decisions, just know that your mental state is allowing you to harm yourself more. Like, we're already fighting to stay alive. You know what I mean? And I think that people have just disregarded the fact that you can't do certain things or you shouldn't do certain things. But because you can do them, we do them. And it's just like people who take bad drugs, man. Like, you made a decision to take a drug that could potentially kill you or does kill you. In my brain, when you tell me something can kill you, I don't want to do that. Like, there's already so many factors out here that can kill you. There's already so many things that cause death. Why add one more thing to the list? Why? Why? Ask yourself why you're adding one more thing to your death list. Oh, it's probably because you don't care about your life. And if you don't care about your life, it's going to show that you don't care about other people's lives. You have to care about yourself. You have to care about life. This is like a basic minimum of why we are here to, like, if there's a real purpose on being brought to this space, it's to care about people's life. It's life. Like, it's the one thing we're doing right now is living. So why are we not caring enough about it? You got to ask yourself that question. That's like a huge question. The one thing you have right now is to live life, right? Why are you not caring enough about your life and other people's lives while living? We got people out here hurting people for no reason. I just saw a video the other day. Somebody ran their car through a Christmas parade. Probably killed some people. Why the fuck did you do that? Why are we killing people? Why are we harming people? Why are we hurting people? Why are people killing others? You don't have control in your life to stay in your lane and live your life and have respect for your life and other people. What the fuck is going on? Really, what is going on with people? What has happened? The fight between good and evil is really what I think is going on out here. Because that's the only explanation for why people would harm or hurt people or hurt yourself. So you got to understand that there's a real fight. You know, the real fight is good versus evil. What side of the spectrum are you on? What side are you going to allow to influence you? You know? And what kind of person do you want to be when you leave this planet, when you leave here? Like, put your name on your work. Understand that when you live, you're living. When you die, you die. Nobody else dies in that moment of your death. Even if other people die, you're the one that died. Like, you know what I'm saying? So strive to make every day a good day, man. Make today the best day you can. Live life in a way where you're actually living, not killing. That's the problem. People don't like, oh, let's live life to the fullest. Living life to the fullest means living your life to the fullest possibility, not dying. Not dying. Don't do things that kill you. Like, that is just stupid. Don't kill other people. Don't harm people. This is just basic knowledge that humans should be operating off of, and we just don't. I don't understand why we don't operate off of this basic human knowledge. Like, why are we killing people? You feel some type of way. You don't have the mental strength in yourself to move on from whatever person is in your life influencing you, so you have to kill them or something. You know, like, that's kind of the majority of what goes on. Doesn't matter what the situation is. You didn't have the mental capacity to handle the situation or handle the person's words or actions, so you had to kill them or harm them. Whatever, it just happened to talking about some shit off. And so it just is a big snowball effect of shit. But in reality, it shouldn't be like this. Like, the world is beautiful. Life is beautiful. We should be living in a capacity where we don't have to feel like we're surviving. Like the only survival need we should have is like not having food or something like that. But in a sense, we should all have food and water. Like these are those basic things that people need to survive, and we shouldn't feel a certain way. Certain communities shouldn't be in a certain way because of it. There's enough things out here. There's enough beautiful things out here for us to all have. But in a sense, we don't allow ourselves to give and care for others as much as, you know, you do for maybe just yourself. We are selfish creatures. We are a giving creature. But like, we all have to understand, you know what I'm saying? Like a true higher purpose. Like we're just too distracted right now, I think. You know, we're just too distracted. I got some other thoughts here I kind of wanted to say, but like people are just kind of disregarding. Yeah, man, we just disregard basic safety. We disregard basic life. We taught that a little death is okay, but a little life isn't okay. You know, and it's like, what part of the brain goes to the comprehension level that it's okay to harm oneself? You know, there's so many outcomes when you do that. Like, you know, I think people will only succeed if they have people around them that will allow them to succeed, or push them to succeed. I think that your friends and the people you surround yourself with have to also help you get to where you need to get to. Everyone needs help. And I think that if a friend asks me for help and they need something and I give them the tools to help them, if I'm giving you what I can, you got to take it and use it. Like, don't not better yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're being helped. And then you also have to ask yourself, do you really want help? You can't help people that don't want it. You can try as much as you want to help somebody. You can give somebody as much help in the world, but if they truly don't want the help, then they won't get it. A lot of people ask for help, but are you really, really willing to receive the help once it's there? And are you ready for action when the help is there? Are you really ready to change? A lot of people aren't even really ready to change when you give them the opportunity to. It's like, you can change whenever you want, but it's your choice and it's your decision in the moment of when you want to change it. You can change your life at any moment you decide. You can stop doing anything you want and start doing something else. It seems like you really can't. Like the big picture of most things, you can't really just turn off and stop. But there are certain things that you really can. You have control over a lot. Your brain has control over a lot. So you have to be strong. You have to build a strong mental capacity to deal with life. You have to be able to deal with problems and deal with these things. You know what I'm saying? We have to be strong mentally. We're not taught to be strong mentally. You know, you got to have strong people around you. Like, you won't be weak if you surround yourself with strong people. It's just not possible. Because those strong people won't allow you to continue to operate in that weak capacity. They're going to build you up to be strong. You know, they're going to bring you to the level of their strength. And then you're probably past their strength because of all the knowledge you gain from them, no matter what it is. So if you're a weak person in any area of life, whatever it is, go surround yourself with the people who are strong in that area. Just reach out to them. Reach out to anybody who is strong in any area of whatever it is you're trying to do. Whether it is you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to get a good job in a certain field, whether you're trying to learn a sport or art, go surround yourself with the people who are the strongest in those fields. And you will start to grow, and your weakness will become strengths. You will start to become a strong ass person. You know, it's just we as a community, we have too many weak people out here now, and there's not enough of our friends are strong enough, or our family members, or for example, or sometimes we don't even have friends or family. There's just nobody around to help us be strong. But I think you can find it if you search for it. You can search for people who are strong in any field and area. Ask questions, ask for advice, and really listen and make changes. Like, if you are really ready, like I said, people just aren't ready to change. And when the opportunity to change is in their face, they don't do it, and they don't do it consistently because sometimes it's hard to live up to. But like I said, if you're forced to live up to greatness, if you force yourself to stay around great people, you won't be weak or crap or bad at anything, because the people that you surround yourself with that are great or good, they're going to boost you. You're going to be on their same level eventually. It's a fact. It's not an opinion, it's a fact, because it's just how life works. You can be a strong person around weak people. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you have to ask yourself, how strong are you if those people are continuously being weak around you? You know, friends will only stay around you, you know, like if your friend smokes cigarettes, right? And if you don't smoke cigarettes, but your friend does, right? And then they come around you and you're constantly reminding them of how bad those cigarettes are, right? Every time they're around, there's two things that's going to happen. That friend is either going to, one, quit smoking cigarettes, or two, not be that person's friend anymore. Now, let me tell you why. Because one, you're not going to want to hear it from them every time they're around you, all right? If you're smoking a cigarette and you're not going to want to hear them telling you how bad it is for you, that you need to stop, that they don't want to smell it, that they don't want it around them. Like, and that's just the dynamic that'll happen with true friends, like real people, real ass friends. If they ain't your real friend, then they won't tell you. But if they are your real friend, then they gonna suggest you should quit smoking. Now, if you want that cigarette more than you want that friendship, then the friendship will dissolve and you'll continue smoking cigarettes and making that bad choice. But like I said, you just decided to go down the weak path. You decided to not be accountable. You decided to choose a cigarette, which is something that's actually hurting and killing and not helping you, over a friend who is helping you and could help you. And, you know, so those are like the values of things people got to put on. People forget where your true values lie. We don't really have like true values anymore. Our values have all turned into materialistic shit, and we don't value friendship, we don't value people, we don't value conversation, we don't value, you know, mental strength anymore. It's like money and shit. It's like an image. It's like, what can you put out, you know? But like I said, man, if you want to be the best person, you're going to end up start making decisions that are good for you. And whether that is you lose good people in your life or bad people, but you got to start making good decisions for yourself. And if you're going to make a bad decision, just know that that's one step closer to not preparing yourself for being great or good. You only got one shot at life every day. That's it. So prepare for tomorrow. Try and plan in a better way. Yes, live life, but living life doesn't mean killing yourself or making tomorrow worse off than today. Like that, you know, that's the misconception of the wording that people will take, that like we take live life as, oh man, let's go blow all our money and let's go damn near die today. But in a sense, damn near dying. I mean, escaping death is living, but going towards more death is, in a sense, not living, you know? So, man, that's all I'm saying, man. Just make better choices with your life. Whatever it is, you know, whatever it is you're doing, whatever you're putting in your body, it's your vessel. Every day, try to make something better. For all my big people out there struggling with their weight and shit, make a better choice today, man. Just try. Put people in your life that will help you make better choices. Help you be accountable. If the people around you make it seem like it's okay for you to continuously consume something you shouldn't, don't hang around those people as much, or try not to listen to them, because they're not there for the better of you. They don't even better themselves, you know? So if I'm going to live the life and try to teach you guys what I know is best, and that's it, man. Life is difficult, but there's some little tips and tricks on what we can do to make it a little easier or a little bit better. And that's why, like, certain people learn shit and they try to teach it. You know, don't make your life harder than it has to be. Like, don't make your life harder than it has to be, and don't make other people's life harder than their life has to be either. And don't throw your problems onto other people, because that's not cool. But if you reaching out and a helping hand to help people with their problems, that's amazing. Continuously do that. Continuously to try to help other people if you can. Make sure yourself comes first. Make sure you are in a good space where you can help others. If you can't help other people, if you can't help yourself, then you really can't help others. So that's a thing too. People have to always remember, make sure that you're in a good place, whatever it is you're trying to do. And just remember, you can always give back something. Don't have to be material, but it could be time, it could be your voice, it could be your energy. But make that time, voice, energy something good that you give back every time, all the time. You know, there's a lot of bad energy out there, a lot of negativity, a lot of evil. Like I said earlier, man, and the fight is you got to be good, man. Like, you just got to be good to yourself, to your mind, to your body, to your soul, to everything out here, to the environment around us. Everything has an effect, cause, you know. So we got to be better human beings at the end of the day. We cannot continue the cycle of sucking, man. Like, I know it's easy to suck, but you can turn your sucky switch off anytime you want. It's all in your mind. If you sucking at something, it's because you're not trying hard enough. Real talk. You gotta try harder. If you don't know how to try harder, get the knowledge too. It's out there. Look for it. Search for it. Research it. Ask for help. Enough times you ask, something will help somebody. You know, depending on what situation it is. You know, people will give you tools to try and help you, but most people won't take that step themselves to actually do it. So make sure you are actually knowing that you got to hold yourself accountable. If you actually need the help, you actually got to take those steps. You actually got to put in the work too. So if you ask for help, put in the work. Don't ask for help if you're not ready for work, and be ready to receive if things are going to be given to you. You know, I think people, like I said earlier, are just going to be, they ask for help, but they're not ready for it. And when change is ready to come, when it's here, it's in their face right now, some people can't do it. So be flexible in life, man. Try not to be, you know, too predictable, I guess, but set yourself up on a nice little schedule or routine that you can kind of get some things done constantly, consistently in your life. Fill your body and your mind with good energy and good food. You know, if you don't, you're going to be distracted. The unhealthy lifestyle is an unpleasant lifestyle. We all gonna die someday, yes. But whether it be a more comfortable, longer life or a faster, shorter life, So I'm gonna strive for that longevity every time, and I'm gonna preach that, and I'm gonna help you guys get there. So I'll give you the tools that I got, or bring the people on that I know that can help to get you there. Because really, this is gonna be about bettering yourself, bettering your mind, bettering you. It takes one person to better everybody. It takes one person to better a community. You start off with one leader, and they teach everybody the ways that are good, and then got a whole community of people doing well. So, like I said, man, the real fight out there is gonna be against everything evil, man. Keep a positive mindset. Use your energy. And I didn't realize this the other day, but you can really, really fight bad, negative things with being overly positive. It sounds weird, but you can bring out this, like, almost in a sense, this fake positivity that kind of turns into a real positive energy. Like, say if somebody's being real nasty and negative towards you, right? They're yelling all these names and shit. But you just eat it up, just absorb it, and just spit out positivity right back at them and smile and keep it going. At the end of the day, you're going to win. Try that shit. I tried it the other day, and I felt way better in my response for myself than I did when I would respond in the negative way. And it just showed better character, and it just made me feel more like who I was really wanting to be out here. I want to be a positive person. I want to do good. And you run into a lot of energy in this world where it's not always easy to. But I learned that little trick. If you try to be overly positive in bad situations, you never know what can come out of that outcome. So, if you're in traffic, man, because traffic sucks, and somebody blows a horn and cuts you off, damn near hit you, and wants to start a fight, try to dissolve it with just being like, my bad. That was my mistake. Go on, man. You have a blessed day. I love you. Keep it rocking and see how that works. Instead of spewing out that fire that you would be before, like, fuck you, man. Let's fucking fight. I'm going to beat your ass. You're dead. Try it the other way. See how it works for you. See if you get somewhere better in your day, whatever the situation may be. Not just traffic. Could be at the grocery store. It might be coming up on Black Friday and you're shopping or whatever. Try to end negativity with extra positivity. Like, the real fight is good versus evil. Don't fight evil with evil. That don't work. Now, if somebody's being evil and they trying to throw a punch at you, you can still punch them back with a smile on your face. You don't have to go to a negative place. Smile when you beat their ass and be like, look, I wasn't even trying to harm you, man. I like you, but now you guys get beat up. No. I don't know, man. For real. Whether it's physical or a mental fight, verbal. Just fight the fight with good. Fight the fight with good words and positivity. Try it. It's something I'm going to start trying. It's going to be a technique that I got to try and master. It's going to take some time. I think it's going to take a couple of years. Might get some grays on my hair before I know how to do that. No, I'm just kidding. But if I practice now, I feel like in the future I'll get better. So, just practice fighting off anything bad with being good if you can. It's a technique that I'm going to try and master. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, but if somebody yells out something bad to you, yell out something good. The more good we got out here, the better it's going to be. Make a conscious decision to be good for yourself and the good for other people, man. It's going to be tough, but You can dissolve a lot of bad with just being good. Put out good energy. Try and put out good energy. Like, your body literally omits the energy of the feelings that you feel. Like, it's weird. It's some weird, creepy witchcraft talk and shit. But, life is life and it's weird out here. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of unexplainable shit. So I think energy is definitely real. You'll hear a lot of people talk about it, and it's something that you got to focus on. And whatever mood you're in, that's the energy you carry around with you. So just know that. If you're sad, that's the energy you're omitting. It's like I guess I'd say it's like your electrons probably are just omitting your mood energy. You know what I'm saying? And the electrical field it's signals being sent to other people's bodies, and they can feel it and see it, and the vibe isn't right. You know what I'm saying? So try to omit your positive energy all the time, as much as possible, in every situation. Even if you want to be mad and aggressive, you can be aggressive, but being mad and bad is something we don't have to be. We will be, and I will be. I'm probably gonna get mad later. But it's just something we gotta try and master as people. It's not something you're gonna get overnight or in the next few hours or a minute, but it is something that you can try and consciously start thinking about. Consciously start thinking that you can be a better person. Consciously start thinking that you can fight the bad with good, man. We have to. There's too much evil out here. It just don't make sense why certain things are the way they are. It's just a lot of evil, man. And it's sad, bro. It really is sad, because life should be a beautiful, artistic, pleasant place to be, but somewhere we're getting lost out here. These distractions and the have and the have-nots, that divide is so big right now that I think people are really you get lost, and then when you don't have enough and you're in a survival mode for too long, you kind of get you start having mental issues. And when you break down mentally and get to a space you can't come back from, it's tough. That's when mental illness sets in, and there's a lot of it out there. It's sad, but we got to be strong in the community. Like I said, if those people had strong people around them, they couldn't have dropped to that low. So we all got to elevate ourselves and rise up, be strong individuals, be strong people, be stronger for yourself first. If you can't be strong, find a strong motherfucker. Talk to him. Get him around you. Hang out with him. Don't matter what area of strength they are, like I said before. Whether you trying to get strong physically, go hang out at the gym with these big motherfuckers. Whether you trying to get strong mentally, start listening to more podcasts. Start reading. Start doing some soul searching, in a sense. Listen, meditate if you can. If you don't know how, read up on it, research it, figure it out. Smoke some weed. I think that's good. Cannabis is great for the mental. Can bring you out of a lot of shitty thoughts sometimes. You have bad thoughts, and cannabis can elevate you like never before. So, and sometimes we get stuck in a frequency of bad thoughts and bad actions, and it's hard to get out of that. Like I said, it's a snowball. It's a habit. People just kind of do it one day, and then they do it the next day, and then the next day, and the next day, and before you know it, that's just the way you live in your life. But that can stop whenever you want. Whenever you want to turn that switch off, you turn that damn switch off, and you go be a better person. It's up to you to be better. And like I said, whatever field or area you want to get better in, go surround yourself with those people. If the friends and the family you got right now are not good in the areas and the things you want to be good in, leave them. Not necessarily leave them, but go find time with people who are in those areas and in those fields that you want to be around, that are strong, Don't matter what it is. If you, like I said, if you want to be an artist or you want to be a plumber or mow grass, fucking cut trees, go start hanging out. Go intern. Go ask how you can help these people and how they can help you. I guarantee if you try an intern somewhere, you're more than likely going to get some time there. Volunteer work. You ask to volunteer somewhere where people are doing things and being strong in the area you want to be in, guarantee you're going to start to get stronger. You know, not necessarily like saying you want to work at a grocery store and say cut cheese in the Whole Foods cheese department. I don't know if they're going to let you volunteer because that's a job, but it wouldn't hurt to ask. And there are places you can go volunteer to try and cut cheese, I'm sure. You just got to research. Got to figure that shit out. Whatever it is you want to do, man. You know, you want to cut weed, guarantee you don't know how, you want to get better at it. I guarantee you ask to go volunteer at a cultivation center. There's a way you can volunteer. If it's in Illinois, might be a little bit more stricter regulations, but I almost can guarantee you that you'll get somebody who will, like, yeah, you can come volunteer here for a little bit. Might have to fill out a little bit of paperwork or something, but surround yourself with strong people, man. Let's make the world strong. Let's make ourselves stronger. Let's make our mind and body strong. Let's become mentally stronger people, you know. Stop making bad decisions. Just stop. Stop it. You stop it. Stop making that bad decision over there. You gonna make a bad decision today? What you gonna make it for? Why? Why you gonna make a bad decision? How come? Why are you doing that? Ask yourself. I am your conscience speaking. Why are you going to make a bad decision? Don't do that. Don't make bad decisions. You know? That's all I'm trying to say. We can be really good people in this world. And at the end of the day, what do you want to be known for? At the end of the day, do you want to be known for being a good person? Or at the end of the day, when you die, do you want to be known for being a bad person? So, omit the best that you can of yourself every day. Surround yourself with greatness. Be great. And smoke good, feel good, think good, and be good. I'm going to catch y'all later, man. Because those are my ending thoughts. And we out this bitch. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Like I said, man, I just wanted to ramble and jamble this morning. I had some thoughts I had to get off my chest. People need to be better out here. Stop making bad decisions. Let's be better. Let's be better. Let's be better. One day at a time makes a difference. Snowball that shit.